KFAN, The Fan.
The Power Hour starts at 8 a.m. and you can stream it live at KFAN.com/watch, powered by Quantum Fiber. I'm Us.
What's up going, Cory? I don't know.
You want to start again?
It's been a long week, man.
What's up, Mus?
Hi, everybody. How we doing?
What's going on, Mus? How are you?
Happy holidays. It's good. Like I said, it's been a busy week, so I'm still kind of a little hungover from all the
St.
stuff
Jude
we
last
did
week, right?
Yeah.
Fantastic job.
Then we had the game, of course, and that was
Fun.
tough. And then right after that, we had a St. Jude Fan Jam concert after that.
How'd that go?
Did.
That was a long day. Yeah, it went well. It was a lot of fun. But, it's been a week.
Who played? Was it Keith Jones?
No, but good guess.
Chris Thompson.
I have audio
no.
from it.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. It's, hold on.
What? Tyler Jenkins. Was he on stage?
No. It was not Garth.
This is from the Myth on Saturday night.
Was it Hootie? Hootie hoo! Who played?
Michael Ray was the headliner, and then Jackson Dean and George Burge and Katie Offerman.
George Burns.
Yes.
Isn't he dead?
No. It's a hologram bit. Yeah, it was great.
That'd be sweet.
No, it was a lot
I
of
actually
fun.
would go pay to see.
We do these free shows multiple times throughout the year, which is really cool. So it's kind of like a tribute to our fans and our listeners, and give them an opportunity. The only way in is to win, and then we just do these little parties. It's an absolute blast, and raise some more money for St. Jude.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, $1.2 million plus for St. Jude last week. Which, by the way,
How much do you get?
$1 an hour.
the Packer Vikings game that's coming up on New Year's Eve. You guys were nice enough to have me come in here and help with that. That went huge. Made a lot of money for St. Jude on that one. So
Most
and
of the
guy,
1.2.
And the guy who won it from Shakopee, and I can't remember his first name. I want to say Dale, but
Why, Dale?
I know.
Oh, why, Dale? Oh, exactly. You're right.
But he's from Shakopee, and he ended up winning. He became a partner in Hope, and then he ended up winning it. And yeah, I heard that Musk on over at the Fans Power Trip and became a partner in Hope and ended up winning it. So that was pretty cool.
I like the word musk.
Yeah.
Right? Smell or scent sounds a little bit dirtier, but musk sounds seductive.
You think so? Oh, maybe seductive.
Yeah. Like if you smell, it just sounds like you got a nice smell. That sounds like you're dirty.
Yeah, but you can only say that to a dude though. You can't say that to a gal.
Right? They don't
you
have
can't
a
say.
musk.
You can tell a woman,
smell.
"Oh,
They have
you
a scent.
smell nice." Right. That's great. You can't say, "I love your musk."
Yeah, honey, when you're done with the workout, I love your musk.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really hot. Oh, yeah.
Rosie loves musk.
Yeah, he does. He does.
It's so close to musty, though.
Oh,
It is really close to musty.
Yeah.
musty's a terrible smell.
Yep.
Hey, can I waste 3 minutes of your life?
Please do.
My sentence already started, so now I can't turn back. I have to finish the
Fire
story.
away.
So I have a couple of things that eventually are going to be worth $1 billion. I have like 13 Mark Jackson Menendez brothers cards.
Yeah.
Right?
Hold on.
I think it's like 13. Yeah, it's on eBay. They're like $20 a piece, but just wait. But I have like 13 of them.
Somebody's selling one for $5,000.
That doesn't mean they're getting it, but still.
20.
Anyway, I have $1 billion of them. I also have an unbelievably rare Home Alone Lego set from 2 years ago.
Okay.
Current value is $299.99. Happens to be exactly what I paid for it, but I'm holding out hope that eventually it goes up.
Yeah.
And you got Bob Barker's microphone too,
No,
right?
that's Dave Ryan.
You can get them on Target.com right now.
For what? $299.99?
Yeah.
See? It maintains value. It
didn't
has not
lose.
depreciated.
Right, yeah.
Right, I can sell it right now and break even.
Right.
Fantastic investment. But now I can add another one to the stash. The potential retirement fund of myself. You guys familiar with the McNugget buddies that are back at McDonald's?
Yeah.
Right? Remember those from like...
Those little bastards were awful.
No, they weren't. No. You can't. Well, they're back.
Rosie.
They're back.
What did the McNugget buddies do to
And
Rosie?
if you go on like McNugget Buddies, or if you go on like their the website, there's like 6 different options. This Kerwin Frost box, whoever the hell that is, I don't know who that is. But there's 6 different options. So let's go on like McDonald's.com right now.
I'm on it right now.
So yeah, there's the guy with the top hat. There's like the gal that looks like Dr. Freeze or whatever, Mr. Freeze.
Yeah.
There's like dude with a McDonald's baseball hat. See how there's 6 of them?
Yeah.
So the little one wanted McDonald's because she wanted McNugget buddies. So we all got it, and we all got this little Kerwin Frost big because we're like, whatever. We'll all just get it. Then she can have multiple McNugget buddies. There's top hat guy that looks like a pimp. We got that one. We got the little baseball cap guy. Then some golden nugget that was not on the website. And I'm like, what the hell is this? And I'm like, is this a Wonka factory kind of a thing? Do I get a golden ticket? What is this? Well, on eBay, some of them are going for a couple $100 already. I guess the golden nugget is rare. McDonald's hasn't said how many they've released, but this guy's got one. And I'm willing to sell it for $9 million.
Ooh. Oh, you'll get that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I got one of those golden nuggets. We're going to hold on to it for as long as possible. Maybe 20 years from now, somebody will still be begging for it.
It's not even on the website.
I don't even see it.
They won't even acknowledge that they exist, but they exist.
Right now, $75. Buy it now.
Exactly.
31, you can buy one.
Yeah, some of them are 30, but some of them are going for as high as 200 plus. How pathetic is it that my Golden McNugget might be worth as much as my Home Alone set?
Yeah,
It's
man.
close. It's close.
Did you immediately go, I'm taking that?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I go,
sounds
that's
like
mine
you.
now. I keep it. I paid for it.
Yeah.
Are you willing to buy it from me?
I'll buy it. Yeah.
What if you buy it for me and then give it to Kel for Christmas? That's what she wants.
A golden.
Yeah,
Really?
a Golden McNugget buddy.
It's really financial security is what you're
Exactly.
How
buying.
much is set you back for it?
Make me
What's
an
your
offer that
buy
I can't-
now?
$1,800.
Ooh.
$1,800.
Fine, and you're out.
Was that
I'll
a
give
level
you-
of excitement?
I'll
That
give
was
you
like a-
$20 for it.
Meet you in the middle. 900. We'll call it even.
No. I could buy one on eBay right now for.
Yeah, but then you got to worry about shipping, and maybe it gets lost in the mail.
Yeah,
and then you get a
there's
fake
counterfeit.
one.
There's
Maybe-
there's
I'll
counterfeit
just-
golden nuggets.
I'll bring it in tomorrow and just give it to you. I'll hand it to you. Then there's no stress.
Are
You
we
give me
missing the sad part about this?
What are you talking
What's
about?
that?
Is that you end up going and getting McDonald's, you get the McNugget buddy, and the first thing you think of is, I should look up how much this is worth.
You're telling me you crack open one of these Kerwin Frost boxes and see a Golden McNugget and you don't think profitability immediately?
No, I would think this is for my kid.
You have
What
2
do I
adult
get?
kids.
Well, yeah, that's why we're not getting those McNugget buddies. But
Well, the
still.
9-year-old already got the other ones because we gave her the ones that are worthless. Golden one's going to this guy.
$64 I'll give you.
That's a good deal, Cory. I would take that.
Hard pass.
Yeah, but you got to think about it. He could have gave her the golden nugget, but instead he's giving her a lifetime's worth of financial stability.
Exactly,
Yeah,
because-
$1,800 worth.
Oh, if Sauce was smart, he would just pay me that. But I guess he's not going to. He's going to make another terrible investment by not buying one of these.
See, I think that we should flash forward. How awesome. This is going to be an awesome Antique Roadshow segment. when Harper is like 60 years old and she's like, I found this. My dad kept this in a box.
Actually, my dad took it from me.
Yeah, right.
So,
He had to pry it from his literal cold dead hands.
so what I love about this, though, is back in the McMillions era, right, the McDonald's Monopoly bid, everybody knew what the prizes were. Everybody knew what was on the line. And then as we learned in that documentary, the winning tickets basically were pocketed immediately and then spread out to friends and family and things like that or whatever.
Yeah.
That's why it was a scam, and that's why we unfortunately might not ever get it back again. This is kind of genius. They don't even admit that these are a thing. Right? It's not on the website. They don't say, hey, there's only 40 of them in existence. They don't say how many there are. They don't advertise that they even exist. They just released them and then let it go viral. I think that's kind of genius.
Yeah, this is brilliant.
Because then people go online and go, what the hell is this? How did I get? We went straight to Google going, what is this? It's not one of the 6 options. What is this? Did I win something? And then you find out, well, I might have won some money, I guess, if I sell it. Kind of genius. Not on the website.
It is brilliant.
I like it. Very
Yeah,
smart.
man.
Now, we're going to find out that there's been, I don't know, 74,000 of these
Yeah, it
printed.
seems to be a lot,
So it's
yeah.
going to be a lot less rare than I think, but it's still kind of cool. The kid got super excited before I snatched it away from her dead hands. Right?
She's
Those are-
dead?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God. You killed her?
She had a heart attack when I told her, it's mine now, I keep it.
Yeah.
That sounds like you. Man,
I looked. I
Did
screamed.
you actually say it like that?
I screamed in her
Mine
face.
now.
And
I keep it.
I go, who paid for it? You or me? Give me it. And she cried, ran upstairs, and I said, see you
Yeah.
1 week.
Is that when she had the heart attack?
See you in court.
See in court. Yeah.
I said possession's 9/10 of the law. Give me that thing.
Man, this thing's sweet. I really want one.
Are you willing to pay for it?
I thought you were going to ask me if I was greater than the sun. $70.
No.
All right.
Would you really give me $70 for that?
No.
I was going to say, yeah, I would say the only reason to do is to buy it and flip it, right?
The whole set
gonna keep
is
it.
going for like $60.
Damn.
Oh, thanks, Rosie. Will you play the other bit that you played earlier? And where did that come from?
I have no idea.
But the cost of food nowadays,
Cost of what?
of food nowadays, that's $60. You had to pay $80 to get all those different McNuggets,
Right.
the McNugget buddies, whatever the hell they're called.
Yeah, you're right. I'm reading some of these articles. McDonald's is not saying anything.
Nope.
Yeah,
it's
it's
super
brilliant.
smart.
It's
Yeah.
brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah. Again,
Everybody knows they exist.
Yep.
People are posting their golden nuggets online, saying like, "Look at this golden nugget. It's an actual thing. It's not a mistake."
Yep.
Those little bastards were awful.
Nope. They're not awful.
Rosie.
And I have one. Again, I wish there had only been 5. Like,
Well, you don't know.
true
Maybe-
Wonka style.
Yeah, that would be
Well,
sweet.
maybe there
man.
are.
They're now going to
Maybe
be
there's
running
only 5.
trains after
Oh,
11:30 or
Rosie.
so.
Based on eBay, it looks like there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, and there's probably thousands,
Why
but
is
still.
Rosie running train?
They're juicy.
But we're gonna gamble, and we're gonna hold out, and we're gonna hold on to this thing as long as possible. Right? So far, I've made 0 cents off the Home
Okay,
Alone set.
seriously, what are you willing to sell it for?
I don't even know. I'd have to think about it.
Think about it.
Right now.
Why do you want it?
Yeah,
Whoa,
I might want
Rosie,
to buy it.
You're in the
I
market.
mean, it's a great bit.
Hey,
Like
Rosie.
I might buy it from you.
Rosie, what are you willing to give up
I
for?
might have one on the hook. I might
You're
get some
okay.
NFL money out of Ben Lieber for a Golden McNugget.
Rosie.
And Kane should do something like this.
Yeah, man.
Ben, would you
It's smart.
shadow box it there in the
50,
house?
$50,
Highlighted.
No chance.
100.
That's getting closer.
So you'll wait a minute. You'll negotiate with him?
Well, you said 70, and I said no. He's up to 100.
101.
A bidding war.
It's like $1 an hour.
No, I don't want your stupid thing.
I want
How big?
this
How big
stuff.
is it?
Maybe
No, I'm
like
talking about the McNugget.
Yeah, it's like 2 inches,
Like
maybe at
this
the
big.
most. It's not very big.
It's about a meat sauce.
It's a meat sauce.
The meat
yeah.
sauce size,
But gold.
Oh.
but way thicker.
Oh. Jeez.
And doesn't cry afterwards.
She's going to be a big girl.
Rosie.
All right. Are you guys doing the news bit still?
I got ready.
Okay, great.
I got ready.
I got ready.
Yeah, I got. Yeah.
All right, let's do that when we get back. Then we'll talk some sports. We'll go through some NFL scores with Ben. We'll look around the league. We'll talk more about the Bengals win over the Vikings on Saturday. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
Lines is your number one bus experience. Hey, it's Chris Hockey, and I know all about Jefferson Lines. With daily schedules to every corner of Minnesota and thousands of destinations across the country, it's the most convenient way to travel. Jefferson's luxury motor coaches offer free passenger Wi-Fi and individual charging outlets so you can stay connected. You can ride comfortably and confidently, knowing you're traveling with Minnesota's best transportation company of 2023. Travel from Minneapolis to Duluth for as low as $36. Book online today at jeffersonlines.com. That's
The Fan.
The 2024 TIAA Big Ten women's and men's basketball tournaments are headed to the Target Center March 6th through the 17th, and tickets are going fast. For more info and to purchase tickets, head to KFAN.com, keyword calendar.
Who's this, Zach?
This is band Halvey's Hot 100 artist Bad Omen.
They made the Healthy Side.
How do I not know this song? Which one's this one?
This is Artificial Suicide.
Oh.
Were they number one on the Healthy Side 100?
No, they were. I don't know where they were. Somewhere.
I'll speak for Ben Lieber and I. This is terrible.
Yeah, this is awful. Yeah,
That's cool.
it's fine. It's fine.
If I, yeah.
You know, you like what you like.
What did you guys think of the Halvey Hot 100 in general? Did you go through it? A lot of Millennium.
A lot of millennium.
Yeah, can't say I've hit that button.
You can see the whole list, I believe, on KFAN.
Even like on the Halvey blog.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Remember websites?
Yeah, that was
Are we
good.
going to get more of this?
No, that's not on the list. Good.
Good. Oh, yeah, he's right.
It is such a weird thing when you make a playlist. There's a deeply personal feeling when people have a negative reaction to it. If you make a boating list, if you're out in the summertime, you make like a little
Your own mixtape.
mixtape.
Yeah.
And people are like, "What is this?" And you're like, "Oh, that cuts real deep." You guys.
Just keep listening to it. It's good.
Yeah, it gets
I almost
better.
broke a friendship off.
Or you
this
try to play it
weekend.
off like it's. I just threw a bunch of songs
Yeah,
together.
look, I just kind of like threw a bunch of stuff in there. It's no big deal.
Yeah,
Look,
just
I
random,
agree.
you know.
This one's kind of on the bottom of the list. I thought maybe people would
I
like
like
it.
the Halvey Hot 100 because it's not him writing down a list. It's just him printing. These are the 100 songs I listen to the most, right? That it was tracked.
Completely unbiased.
So it's unbiased. Those are the 100 songs he listened to the most. So to your point, Ben, that is his existence. Right? That is his personality. So if you don't like his list, you hate basically everything about Zach.
To your point, Ben, I was at an Airbnb over the weekend, and I was in charge. They had a sound system, so I was in charge of the music. And when you play a song and there's somebody that reacts negatively to it, it infuriates me. I almost broke off a friendship over. I'm in the guy's wedding, and I almost just said, "You know, we're done."
Because he hated on it.
Next song, go to hell. Go to hell.
Yeah, go to hell.
Die.
What?
Die. Yeah.
Still, I was at one of those
Throw him right in the
parties
St. Croix.
where someone got in charge of the UE boom and the speaker, and they would play extremely loud, and they would only play 40 seconds of any one song.
Oh no!
And they'd be like, "Oh, you gotta hear this!" And then they'd crank it up. No one can talk over the top because it's so loud. And then you're like, "Okay, fine, we'll listen to it." And then 40 seconds. No, this one's better.
No, I couldn't do that.
Just bouncing around for an hour. I was like, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
That's not a party foul. That's a party flagrant foul.
Right.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's a technical.
2 free throws.
Because I can't stop, I'm still on eBay looking for Golden Nugget prices. A lot of them are $30, $40, $50. One guy has a Golden McNugget buddy available for the next 8 days. The starting bid, $25,000. Or, what a sweet deal. Or you can just buy it now for $35,000 plus $3.97 for shipping.
Come on.
Come on.
Wow.
The shipping made me laugh. You're gonna pay. You think $35,000 for a Golden Nugget and go? Yeah, just ship it to me standard mail. $3.97. Psychopath. You guys ready to do the news?
KFAN News with Chris Hockey.
Well, Chris ain't here.
No, Mom's gone.
Yeah. So House, you want to start?
Yeah, I can start.
Yeah.
A giant loon statue is to be installed near Alliance Field, where the Minnesota United play. No word if they will also be installing a giant grape ape statue.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I'm missing this.
I think we have two options with this bid. Because when we started this bid, I thought, I'm like, this is a good idea. Let's try something new, right? Chris likes trying something new. That's the reason why he said, let's change it up. We have two options. Option one, completely kill it, or cut it to once a week. The everyday thing, this ain't working.
I thought that was funny.
It was not funny. And Ben and Musk did not even get it.
Beagly.
I think we got to just commit to it.
Yeah, I think it works with you being the Simon Cowell.
I don't mind that, but I think we should maybe do it like once a week. Weekend Update's only once a week.
I disagree.
I will agree
We're
that
not I think we should do it once an hour.
Grape Ape was a great cartoon.
Yeah, it's a loon bar restaurant.
Yeah.
Max, you got something?
that's why.
Yeah,
Look, I'm not saying it's a bad joke. I just don't get it. What is the grape ape?
It's a
It's
drink
their
at the
signature
Loon.
drink at the Loon.
Oh,
Okay.
Now it almost makes sense, but still not funny.
Still not funny.
It's not funny, but it's not as bad as you guys made it seem.
No.
I just
Like
didn't
I
get
said,
it.
it seemed like more of an inside joke that I just didn't get. That's why I'm like, it could be funny if I knew the bit.
Max.
The Museum of Failure is touring around the country with exhibits highlighting products like New Coke and Crystal Pepsi. The Museum of Failure recently announced they're opening up a new permanent wing in Minnesota called the Power Trip Morning Show.
Oh. Great stuff.
Say yeah.
Say
I like that jump. Yeah,
I like jokes. Jokes are fun.
Hey, thanks, Zach.
Maybe in that museum you could put your Golden McNugget and also your Home Alone Lego piece.
I have a Home Alone Lego set for sale. People can email me. I could sell this Golden Nugget that I got, or I also have 13 Menendez Brothers Mark Jackson cards. I'm going to eventually retire off of those three things that I just said.
Or they'll be at the Museum of Failure.
The hell is that supposed to mean?
That's where I belong.
You guys see this? A former NFL player is joining the Minnetonka Police Department. Justin Johnson is currently in the police certificate program at Hennepin Technical College. He will be eligible this summer to become a full-time officer. He, of course, is not the first NFL player to get a job in Minnetonka. That, of course, went to Fred Smoot in 2005. The Love Boat. Yeah. He got...
What do you guys think, Ben and Musk? Once a week or just kill it completely?
I think once a week.
Once a week.
Enough. What if we called it Wednesday Update? Because then it's kind of like Weekend Update. We do just once a week on Wednesdays. Then they have a week to actually come up with something.
No, I'm not here on Wednesdays. I can't do it.
And you haven't heard my last one.
Well, you're saving them up, yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead, Sauce. Keep the momentum going.
Yeah, let's keep this ball rolling, Paul.
San Francisco's oldest toy store is struggling to stay open. The family opened Jeffrey's Toys in Union Square has been open since 1938. The owner said they are not going to give up. He's also never going to let you down, never going to run around and desert you.
See, I like that one.
See?
That's funny.
I like that one. That one was good.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah,
Yes.
I can appreciate that one.
Max?
Scientists have discovered a dolphin with thumbs recently. In his first words to the media since the discovery, the dolphin said, "Hey."
See, that's not funny. Or not. Sorry.
So judgy.
I meant
be so judgy.
I meant that's not bad. Sorry.
No, that's one of those where
That
you're
was
like,
great.
I don't want to giggle about that.
That was funny.
But yeah, you're going to giggle about it.
Thanks, boss.
Yeah,
that was funny.
Thanks, guys.
That's what I meant.
What do you think, Cor?
That was not bad. No, that wasn't funny.
No, sorry. I meant that one.
I know you got my back, Saucy.
Yeah, that was funny.
I got two more. One really quick one. General Hospital star Jack Axelrod has died at the age of 93.
That's his.
Or has he?
That's the best one so far. I like that one the best. That's the most clever.
I don't get it.
Exactly.
And finally,
Wait. So when I don't get it, it's brilliant. But if you guys don't get my joke, it's stupid.
You don't get that? You honestly don't get that joke?
No.
don't say you guys. I've been nothing but supportive.
Do that one again. You honestly don't get this joke?
Is that a
Soap opera joke?
It's a soap opera joke.
Yeah.
General Hospital star Jack Axelrod has
He might not
died
have
at
been
the age
listening
of
to the
93.
No, I was
beginning
listening.
of the joke.
I was
Has he?
listening. Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought.
Dun, dun, dun.
Sorry,
His twin
Love you,
brother.
I thought it was like a Millions bit because isn't that guy's last name Axelrod?
Billions, yeah.
Yeah,
Bobby
I thought it was a
Axelrod.
Billions joke. Sorry, Zacho.
Several schools took home hardware as bowl season kicked off over the weekend. The Ohio Bobcats began Saturday by stomping Georgia Southern in the Myrtle Beach Bowl. Florida A&M followed with a win over Howard in the Cricket Celebration Bowl, and a strong second half led UCLA to a 35-22 victory over Boise State in the Meat Sauce and Common Flop Set and Tears Comedy Tour Bowl.
Thanks, man.
You should have ended
Should've
on
ended with the General Hospital one.
Yeah.
Now I'm getting text from Cy. People that actually write jokes.
Yeah. Well, look, I love your guys' power trip press conference.
Oh.
The press conference bit.
Yeah.
It's awesome. I wouldn't want to hear it every day.
Well said.
You know what I'm saying?
Well
Yes.
said.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Every day it's like, okay, you can't go with the bit that you snuck in and you did this press conference thing and like whatever.
It runs a little thin. If
It
it's
runs,
every-
it kind of dilutes itself a little bit.
Right.
So the fact that you guys do it once a week,
If we only did this once a week and then it still bombed, then it's even funnier because you had a week and that's the best you could come up with. It's even better.
Right. Kind of tough on a Monday because I don't think a lot of effort was put in. You know, just because you're coming off
you're
the
not in the
weekend.
flow.
On
Right,
this show?
yeah.
What? How dare you accuse us of mailing it in?
I like your idea of Wednesday update. It is like right in the middle of the week. It gives us something to look forward to. It sounds phonetically sort of like weekend update.
Sounds similar.
Yeah.
Did anybody see Weekend Update this weekend?
Yes.
Dear
No.
God, man.
Joke swap.
That is the funniest damn thing
and
ever.
it was next level on Saturday. So for years, right at the end of the year and then at Christmas, Che and Jost do the joke swap where they write each other jokes that the other one has not seen. So they have to read it live on the air for the first time. Che almost always writes jokes that make Colin Jost look racist. And Colin Jost always makes Michael Che look like he sleeps with everybody and gets, STDs and things like that, right? It's basically, those are the two themes that run pretty frequently. Next level on Saturday when Che clearly did not tell Colin Jost that he was bringing that activist on stage who walked with Martin Luther King Jr. and she just sat there and listened to the jokes, and Colin Jost just was like, I am so sorry. And just read crazy racist jokes right in front of her. And
he kept trying to put his hand out to her, and she's like, no, and she's just shaking her head no.
She wouldn't shake his hand, and she just smiled and shook her head the whole time like, this is the worst. And Jost felt that was fantastic.
But damn did Colin, he fought back harder than he ever had before.
Fantastic.
I mean... The Israel-Palestine joke. Oh, my goodness.
And then the double layer joke on Saturday about making fun of his wife, Scarlett Johansson, about the movie Black Widow. And then says, speaking of Black Widows, and talked about Martin Luther King.
Oh, my God.
And then, it was fantastic. And then again, the gal's just shaking her head like, that's terrible. Because she walked with King. And Chase said that immediately. Like, she walked with Martin Luther King. And Colin just had his head in his hands like, no. So good. That bit just never gets old. As soon as it starts, I'm like on the edge of my seat going, like, how far are they going to take it? And they took it as far as possible.
And the best part about it, going back full circle, you wouldn't want them to do it every single weekend update.
No, twice a year is enough.
Yeah.
Twice a year. I get super, super pumped when they do it.
My only complaint about Kate McKinnon is just unbelievably funny. I love her every time she's on the screen anywhere. I was really upset that they did not do a Miss Rafferty bit.
The alien bit?
The alien, and then Crinkle Mouse was also one that they did as well, because that's just one of the funniest damn bits that they have. And I was a little upset. I'm like, the whole time I'm watching, I'm like, okay, they're going to do it. They're definitely going to, they have to do it, right?
Couple of things here quickly, and let me find the names because I honestly can't. Oh, here it is. January 20th, 2024. They announced the host and the musical guest for SNL. I've said in the past, you're old when you have never heard of the musical guest, right?
Yeah, right.
On January 20th, SNL will be hosted by, hang on, Max and Zach, don't correct me for a second, because I'm just proving my point. Jacob Elordi?
Sure.
Or Elordi?
The first one was right, Elordi.
And then Renee Rapp is the musical guest.
Who?
What else can Renee do?
If you would have told me the opposite, right? Hey, Renee Rapp is hosting and the musical guest is Jacob Elordi, I'd go, I don't know who these people are.
I'm still as confused.
Never, literally in my life.
What is that?
Oh, Zach's playing. Is this Renee Rapp? Or is it something else?
Oh, this is actually Renee Singh.
Okay.
Oh, brilliant. See,
never
that's funny, Zacko.
Never heard of either one of them. Never, right?
No, not at all.
Jacob Elordi is an Australian actor.
He's from Euphoria. He's like the main bad guy from Euphoria. He's also in that most recent movie with Barry Keoghan, Saltburn, that's been getting talked about a lot. And Renee Rapp is she's Regina George in the new Mean Girls musical.
Got it. Never heard of either one of them.
Nope.
And I'm fine with it because, again, I can just kind of, like cherry pick things from this generation that I love. And Saturday was another great example. Billie Eilish is incredible.
Oh my
She's
God,
great.
Two great performances.
One of the best voices of this generation. Her voice is haunting. She's a spectacular singer. Mm-hmm. I love Billie Eilish. She's fantastic. She killed it, right?
Yeah.
Did the Christmas bit, sang "Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas," but
and
her
opened
first
up
song,
with that was the Barbie
song. Fantastic.
From the Barbie movie.
She's so good.
Can you get your button ready real quick? You'll know what I'm doing.
I'm going to assume it's this one. Go ahead.
Jacob Elordi. Now, this is a rarity when it comes to actors and actresses and all this other stuff. Show business, right? Jacob Elordi is 6'5".
That's a huge bitch.
Yeah.
Jeez, 6'5".
6'5".
Really?
Oh.
Yeah, he's going to tower over everybody on SNL.
Man. Getting old's weird.
Yeah, I don't know any of those people.
No.
Zach, he's kind of dreamy, isn't he?
Yeah, though his character in that show really soured me on him. Not a good dude. Not a good guy.
He plays a bad guy really well.
Him, but
yeah, that's acting, correct?
Acting.
Thank you.
But
maybe on Saturday Night Live, you'll turn the corner.
Also, I don't know.
You'll find him
weird,
delightful.
like the top part of his skull is weird.
Oh,
the top part of his skull is weird.
The eyes, man. The eyes, above the eyes. He's got like a...
It's called a forehead.
No, that's called a awning for his eyeballs.
You call him a little Neanderthal here?
Yeah, a little Cro-Magnon.
I mean, his eyes are so far back.
He's got
in
a
his
prominent brow. Is that what you're saying?
His eyes are... Yeah, they'll never get wet from rain.
Whoa.
Towers over.
Thank God that sentence ended the way that it did.
Right, I did not.
Yep.
Vikings news is next. We'll talk about the 27-24 loss to the Bengals with Ben Lieber and Michael J. Mussman III. After this, on The Fan.
Ain't nothing I can say.
The Fan.
Nothing I can do.
KFAN.
Minneapolis, St. Paul, The Fan. It's time for Vikings news on the Power Trip. Presented by
Redco, your truck accessories pro.
Okay, so here's how good Saturday Night Live and Weekend Update was as we jump into Vikings news. Here's how good that joke was. Remember how I said they rolled out an activist and basically made Colin Jost tell jokes right in front of her? You saw that, right?
Oh, yeah, it was hysterical.
According to people on Twitter, I didn't know this, the SNL activist was fake, and that was another joke, is that Che knew that Colin Jost wouldn't know that it's not the actual person. I didn't know either.
Yeah. Brilliant.
So apparently that was just some actress sitting there, and they were. So then, just to make him feel even more guilty, I guess that wasn't really the actual person.
And they wheel her out in a wheelchair, and the whole works.
I bought it.
Absolutely. Hook, line, and sinker on that one.
That's next level.
That's brilliant.
Oof, man.
Well, I'm sure also she may not have returned his calls. He actually asked the.
Well, it's a lot easier to get. It's a lot easier to get an actor to play that than somebody actually walked with Martin Luther King. Like, hey, we're going to bring you on stage. A white guy is going to make a bunch of racist jokes, and you're going to act like you're upset by it. Like, that's a hard sell.
It's a hard sell, but look, I fell for it. Sounds like a lot of us did, and it sounds like Colin Jost did.
Until you just said that, I had no idea.
No idea.
Wow, that's great.
Ben, the Vikings lost in overtime to Cincinnati on Saturday, 27-24. The Vikings are 7-7. The Bengals are 8-6. Nick Mullins, 303 yards, a couple of touchdowns, a couple of interceptions. Could have been worse. Jake Browning, 29 of 42, 324 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick, and then screamed into the camera, "You shouldn't have bleeping cut me." Your thoughts on Browning's reaction to the Vikings organization specifically?
He even went after him during the press conference.
I have the audio from the press conference.
Yeah, you want to play it? So everybody knows it. Yeah, everybody can.
And I edited out one bad word.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to sit here and say it's not a good feeling. It's much better than losing. I think the emotional roller coaster is part of the game, and part of that is just me staying even keel. But there was definitely a little extra part of just before the game. Like, I remember getting cut there the last time, and just being told like, "Hey, we might have a spot for you on practice squad. Like, go to the hotel and wait." And so I sat in the hotel for like a couple hours, not knowing if I had a job or not, and then just basically got a text or a call from my agent that they didn't tell me. Like, I had been there for 2 years, and I've been cut my fair share of times, and that was probably and there was a little bit more this week. I know I denied it, and there's some great people over there. It's completely different coaching staff and everything. And I want to emphasize, like, there are some incredible people over there, but that one felt good. I think right after we made the field goal to win the game, I screamed at a camera and said they never should have cut me.
So that's a shot at Zim and Spielman specifically, not the the PR staff and the Vikings organization, probably not the Wilfs, but that sounded like it was a specific shot at Spielman and Zimmer for how they handled the cutting, not just the cutting.
Well, I'm glad I actually heard that, and Sauce, I appreciate you getting the long clip, because what I saw on social media soon after the game was everything up until the point where he's like, I get it. It's a different staff, and I get it's a different whatever, and there's a lot of great people over there. I didn't hear that part until now. So my thoughts on it really it changes for me, because when I just heard that one clip, I'm like, this guy, I understand having we all as athletes create sometimes these false narratives. You want to find a little juice, a little extra motivation, whether it's real or not real. In this situation, like, it very much was real to him that the organization itself created this chip on his shoulder, and he felt like he had something to prove. And then when he went off, and I saw the other the rant he's talking about, when he throws his helmet down and he yells into the camera, I'm like, bud, this is a whole different stat. Like, why are you holding this much animosity towards this franchise when this particular front office and this head coach did not treat you like that? So to hear that extended version, to hear him have some self-awareness about, like, I get it. I know that's a different staff, great people over there. So I understand from a player's perspective what he was trying to do. Like, look, there always is motivation going into some of these games, but if you need to find something to dig a little bit deeper to get a little bit better performance out of you, and you want to create this sort of otherworldly narrative about this team, and you have this by all means, go ahead, but just have some awareness about it. So I'm glad that he actually showed this awareness. Like, yep, it was just a mental ploy for myself to go out there and play at a higher level. And he still came back and said, I know it's a different staff and great people. I don't know. What did you
in the
guys
2 years that he was with the Vikings, he got cut like 4 times. So, you definitely, you could see there would be some bitterness, regardless who was the coach or the GM. But also, what I thought was kind of smart on his part, Jake Browning talked about in the presser that he wasn't going to talk about that scenario the whole week. He's like, because what are you going to do? Talk trash and then get beat? No, I just look like a jerk.
Yeah.
So he's like, so I just sat on it, and then didn't, want to pay, have attention drawn to it. And then when we kicked the field goal, now I get to say what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
So,
I like that he just kind of hinted that if they had handled it differently, there would be no animosity, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
It's just, like you said, Muss, if you got cut 4 times, sure, but it's about how you handled it. If Zimmer or Spielman had called him and said, hey, look, man, we're sorry, we're going to have to do it again, that's different than maybe making him wait and then finding out from your agent. So if he didn't like the way that it was handled, that's different, right? The kid at least deserves the respect to be cut properly.
Right.
So maybe he has a right to have a little chip on his shoulder. But like you said, Ben, it's a different regime. And it didn't really matter. Right? Like, I don't know. He played fine, but again, I would say a couple of his biggest throws were just desperation heaves because
he got bailed out.
There.
Yeah.
So he played fine. I didn't think he was great. I didn't think he was terrible. I feel the same way about Mullins, right? Outside of the mistakes, I thought Mullins played really well. Ben, I think you said that on your...
Between the 20s, he was awesome.
Right. He just made some really critical mistakes. The interception that he threw it right into the guy that was falling down was bizarre. The one at the goal line was just like, where are you going with that ball? The near pick 6 or whatever was a disaster. So you don't have to eliminate those from your brain. Those took place, but man, he just seemed so much more capable than Dobbs, and didn't seem panicked outside of 2 or 3 plays. But those 2 or 3 plays almost cost us the game.
Yeah, I would say that my opinion is it was the right thing to go with Mullins, and all this perceived frustration that I think the coaching staff had about Dobbs not playing within the offense. I would much rather have a quarterback that can function like Mullins did within the scheme of the offense, distribute the ball down the field, be more of a passer down the field than just an athlete playing quarterback. Because, look, Dobbs has just as many ball security issues as maybe Mullins has. At least Mullins is going to drive the ball down the field and give you a better chance to score than with Dobbs. So I thought he played really well, honestly. I thought that, it was really baffling what he was trying to do. I'll give him that one red zone interception. I don't know where he was trying to throw that ball.
To JJ you're talking about?
Yeah,
the one over the middle?
Yeah, the one over the middle.
Short.
I don't know.
So
I don't know
short.
if he at the last second saw the safety or Hilton right there and just really just almost tried to throw it in the dirt.
Sure.
Maybe just a last second, just want to hold on the ball like that's a bad read, and the defender made a good play. The B.J. Hill sack and him trying to what are you doing?
Throws it right into his
But the
face
thing
mask.
is, we've seen Dobbs do the same thing.
For sure.
Yep.
So I'd rather take Mullins' version.
So I don't know how much you monitor social media when you're working the sidelines, and it wasn't just Sauce. Sauce was playing the role too, but there were a lot of people midway through that game that were like, get him out of here. This is a disaster. We need to put Jaron Hall in. This isn't working. So
I didn't see that during the game.
During the game, there were a lot of people saying, "I've already seen enough." Because of that second interception, maybe? I think so. I think that was kind of the breaking
passes. Yeah,
that was kind of the breaking point. But it felt a little knee jerk. But man, there were people that were pretty frustrated and were ready to move on by maybe halftime or third quarter, right, Sauce?
Oh yeah. If that, I mean, there were people in the first quarter that were like, "This is just as bad. Why did we switch?" I think the thing is that one interception is, and you just said it, Ben, is very Dobbs-like. We're like I don't know who's a good example, but like Mahomes Mahomes is maybe different because he'll throw it from any angle, but like Purdy would just go down with the ball. You see Josh Allen is probably a bad example too because he throws it, but some of these older guys just go down with it.
Yeah.
Hurts would go down with the ball.
Kirk would have gone down.
Kirk would have gone down with the ball.
Wouldn't
instead
it have been
of
grounding?
Rodgers, maybe.
Wouldn't it have been grounding even if it hit the ground? It's like, where are you throwing it?
I know.
Because when he popped up, Mullins popped up and he was like, no, it hit the ground because obviously his back was turned when it went right into Hill's gut. So he didn't see the interception. He thought he just had spiked it. It's like, well, yeah, that would have been intentional grounding, though. You're in the middle of the pocket and you were about to get sacked. You just got to take the sack.
And field awareness, too. It wasn't like the sack was going to take you out of a possibility of a field goal yet. I mean, so points still could be made if you just take the sack.
Yeah. I think that's the biggest. I think that's the biggest point there, Muss, is that, we're really baffled by the fact that what were you thinking even? Who are you throwing it to, first of all?
Right.
You were within the tackle box, and the ball was not going to go past the line of scrimmage. So it was going to be grounding probably no matter what.
You're being spun around and going down, just let it
fall.
It's the lack of situational awareness that I think was driving everybody crazy, is just take the sack.
Yep.
We'll figure out where the breakdown happened in protection, or if you missed a bad read, or if you held on it for too long. But in that situation, you have to know as a quarterback, especially as an experienced quarterback, it's third down. It's third down. We're within field goal range. If anything, if I don't see something down the field, throw it out of bounds. Mm-hmm. Just force an incomplete pass. We kick for 3 points. Do the same thing when you're going to get pressured. Just take the sack. That was inexcusable. I agree.
Sauce, a little over a day ago, you tweeted, the Lions might beat the Vikes by 35.
I mean, after what I saw on Saturday night, I stand by that.
I'll stand by you. I'll stand by you.
A little over a day ago, you said, this loss is on KOC.
I stand by that.
I'll stand by you. I'll stand by you.
A little over a day ago, you tweeted, PJ thinks the Vikings play calling is too conservative.
I don't stand by that anymore.
Oh, what? You've moved on. Ben convinced you to convert.
Yeah.
What about you, Cor?
Yeah, what about you, Cor?
Yeah, Cor.
We're kind of saying the same thing, right?
I was more in Ben's category where I thought the two plays drove me nuts. I couldn't think of another example either, but the two plays absolutely drove me nuts.
Because I changed my mind, too.
Okay. Day and a half ago, you said give Mullins a 10-year contract.
Yeah, I stand by that. That's
You're going to stand by that one?
Well, no, not anymore. No, I don't stand by that. That's my bit, though. I rip them, and then hopefully they turn around. And if they don't turn around, then I sometimes look like a major a-hole.
You said Mullins is the only thing worse than the TV play-by-play.
Well, you didn't. You guys didn't hear it. You guys didn't.
I did.
Well, I'm on the sidelines. I don't hear.
Oh,
it was Jason McCoy, right?
Yeah.
God.
Who was it?
Chris Rose.
Chris Rose.
Oh, yeah.
No, it wasn't good.
It was so monotone. It would be like Mullins drops back to pass, caught, 6-yard, TJ Hawkinson. And then McCourty would give his 2 cents. All right, first quarter here, 0. It was so bad. I can't believe it that the NFL Network, who has all that talent and all of those awesome former players, McCourty did the best he could.
I thought he was pretty bad, though.
Chris Rose was brutally bad.
Chris has got a little energy and he's got some bit to him. The thing that drove me nuts about McCourty is he a couple times did some cliched fillers.
Yeah.
But that were so cringy. I'm going to paraphrase. One of them was like, all right, it's a 7-point game. You really can't let the Vikings score again here. Otherwise, the lead's going to be much bigger.
Yeah.
Like,
yes.
Oh,
yeah,
boy.
there was a lot of that.
So there was a lot of that where you're like, wow, did you even think of that before you said it? Because you're just saying the lead's going to.
It was the Z Squad.
It was pretty bad.
Yeah.
A day and a half ago, you said John Creasel from his hospital bed yesterday is a better option than Mullins.
I stand by that.
I'll stand by you.
You said start Hall next week. That was so bad.
I stand by that.
I'll stand by you.
you retweeted Haley saying, my mom would be better at quarterback than Mullins.
That made me laugh.
I'll stand by you.
That's funny.
I'll stand by you.
All right, we'll do Fan 5 in a second. More with Lieber and Muss after this. Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.